Hello everybody and welcome back to another art video. I am Sam, I'm an artist and illustrator coming to you from Ireland. And today I would like to review for you this Schmincke watercolor palette. This is the vintage palette that Schmincke just launched. Is a 8-color watercolor palette that comes in a beautiful tin. I just received this on the post and I benefited from Jackson's Art Supplies website sales, and this cost me around 34 British pounds, which are more or less 40 euro. And considering there are 8 watercolor artist quality from Schmincke, I thought this would have been a great bargain, and as well the box is amazing. Let me change the camera for you and I'll give you a full view of what's inside this watercolor box. So here is our box. It comes in this beautiful carton box that has all this vintage script from Schmincke, and I would say this is what a box of watercolor from Schmincke used to look like back in the days. It says on the side it's Hadoram range, which is their artist quality watercolor range. Patent watercolors 8 by half pounds. On the back we do have the initial text in French, English, German and French, and the indication of the color that we have inside with the color code. Let's take a better look of what's inside this. We have the box. It's so beautiful and shiny. This is a metal box that I've been longing to have for quite a while, just because the construction is so great and it's extremely thin as well, so it would be great to carry around. And then, as we will see very soon, this watercolor box can hold 12 half pounds, which is a great amount of color. On the back we do have the usual finger holder. I might actually put a little bit of a lighter surface for you to see. On the side we have the same Schmincke script as we have in the card box. The box opens inside and we have some pieces of information. It's the first time for me as well to open it, so I don't really know what to expect, but we have this beautiful business card from Schmincke and it says something in German. If you're a German reader, please let me know what it says. I can read Danke, which I suppose means thank you, but it's very nice, a very nice touch, I thought. And then of course a little sheet in which you can swatch your color, and they've been so kind to provide the 12 colors that you can eventually fit on the box itself. In the box we have 2 wells for mixing, 2 rows of half pounds, which will open just by pinching this row of metal. It will open up and you can easily remove the pounds and set them back in place, so like that. Replace the metal bar and then everything will be stuck in place. I will intend to use this as my everyday travel palette, so I will put all the 12 half pounds in this, and you will see how I set up the palette in a second. Now I will go into the colors that we have here. Hopefully the camera will focus. So we have a yellow ochre, natural yellow ochre number 656. We have this beautiful yellow lemon chrome, which is 211. We have a vermilion, which is 365. We do have a natural raw umber, which is color 667. And then we do have the English Venetian red 642. Of course, ultramarine finest 494. We do have a Viridian green 513. And finally, we have a Schmincke Pain Gray, which is a 783. As you know, I am not very good in keeping track of the pigment and so on and so forth, but the thing that made me purchase this palette here is that these are colors that I use every day in my watercolor palette. And having 8 more colors of a very high quality brand, this is actually was actually very appealing to me. Different from other brand, Schmincke does use the same color on the tubes and in their pans, letting the paint flow into the pan, let it dry, and then topping up the pan 3 times. I'll show you my version of the lemon yellow here, and you can see what that means. This is very well used, but it is sucking into the pan because it's poured from a tube of paint, and after drying, of course, the components tend to take less space, so that is the result of it. But the positive side, of course, is that the pigment is extremely saturated and the quality of colors is always the same. So I'm not going to open this color to demonstrate you the color combination because I already have them open and active in my palette. So I will now show you what the color look like, and you may decide to purchase your colors as well, and then we'll do an experiment of painting a scenery out of these 8 colors. I really hope you found this information useful. If you would like some additional information, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer all your comments. As well, you can find the related blog article in my website, irishfarmart.com. So let's get into swatching the colors and then the painting. So here we go. I am swatching my colors on watercolor paper. This is the lemon yellow chrome. It's actually a nice bright lemon yellow, not too cold, but it has a bit of a hint of orange in the undertone, which I really love. It's really versatile, and you can use this as your primary yellow if you want. The vermilion color is a bit of a coldish type of red, but I think in my experience it can be considered a true red or a primary. That undertone of pink will blend beautifully if you want to use it for making, I don't know, purples for example, or give a warmer tone to a brown. We'll get into the ultramarine vest now. As you can see, a nice granulating blue, everyday use as well, and this gives us a nice, I think, range of palette when it comes to primary colors. On the Viridian, this is an interesting green. Sometimes I kind of prefer more natural greens in my everyday ready mix green, but I'm finding myself using over and over Viridian, as it adds a beautiful sheen to the paintings, adds a great granulation and lovely coverage as well. The yellow ochre is a quite a transparent type of ochre. It's usually what I choose between the ochres because it allows me to blend it with yellow and as well with other colors to give a warmer tone, but keeping the transparency of every color. Raw umber, if you know myself, this is one of my favorite browns. It's very warm, very rich. It's not fully transparent, but the quality of the brown will be very versatile for every other color. English Venetian red is not usually one of my favorite colors, but when you blend it with a lot of water, it's perfect for a skin tone, for example. And finally, we have a paint gray, which is my to-go color for any type of shadows. So here we go. I wanted to test this palette on a painting, and I'm doing this view of the ruins of the Roman Forum. I probably won't get into commenting every single step of the painting, but if you're interested, please let me know, and I will take care of uploading a little tutorial on how I painted this piece, and as well giving you some ideas on how you can do that, and share, of course, the reference photo. The colors that I'm using are my already open, already in use 8 color. They're exactly the ones that you find in the palette, so apologies for not showing the actual palette to you. But you will see how they are actually quite sufficient to make a nice, beautifully blended, all around painting. I really enjoy the fact that we have the 3 primary color, and the choice of those 3 primary color between warmer tones and lighter and colder tones actually makes a lot of a difference when you try to have a nice range, but keeping minimalist your range of colors, of course. As I mentioned, I'm gonna use this palette for traveling purposes almost only, but as always with a new palette of colors, I like to give it a try even in my studio. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm just trying, experimenting. Probably the painting won't come out as fine as if I was using my trusty 40 color palette, but yeah, it's just I wanted to show to you how much you can achieve with just a very small and retained palette. I will leave you to the rest of the painting. I probably will speed up a bit the image. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you have purchased this palette yourself, let me know what you think, what are your thoughts. If you recommend me to substitute any of the paints, please let me know. I'm always eager to experiment with new pigments and new watercolor, even new brands, if I have to be honest. And once again, if you enjoyed this video and if you would like to see more, please let me know in the comments below. It's always a challenge for me to be able to record something that you guys may find useful and give some value to my videos. Also, you can find the full detailed review of this palette on my website blog, www.irishpharmaart.com. All the links are below in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.